What's up, y'all? It's your boy D Lee. I'm back chopping it up with y'all again. Today I wanted to talk to y'all as far as texting girls versus other ways to pursue them and what works and what doesn't work. And what I'm getting at today, as far as that, is from my own personal experiences and from other people that I know, I've noticed that texting doesn't really work in your favor in the long run. Um, I see a lot of guys, and at some point myself included, getting to a point where you get a girl's number that you feeling, and you're texting and everything, and it basically gets to a point where as time goes along, oftentimes shit fades out and it really fizzles out where you'll notice that she gradually texts less and less, and it happens all the time to the best of us and the worst of us. And that's honestly why I don't text girls as much, because it kills the anticipation. It kills the vibe or whatever. It gets redundant. Like, you find out everything about the girl that you texting and vice versa, and it just gets to a point where there's nothing left to talk about or whatever, or there's no mystery. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, case in point example, you know, looking at a preview for a movie or a book or something, and in the preview or whatever, it shows everything that you're gonna see in the movie or whatever, instead of just giving little drops here and there or whatever. That's really what it is when you sit and text. You're giving everything away, and it just works in your detriment. Besides, if you looking to try and connect with the girl and really open her up physically, mentally, emotionally, the best way that you can do that is in person anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to escalate something to the bedroom, or just, connecting on like a real level, you're not going to do that through texting. It really isn't. Like, you can do it to a certain extent, but the best way is going out someplace or hanging out in person where you can really feel their energy, feel their body language, connect, you know, be in a situation where things can lead to touching and bonding on a physical level. So it's just like, I would personally advise not to sit up and text all the time. Any guy can do that, you know what I'm saying? And another example that I'll give you of that is basically how I see texting a girl. And another way is just like, you look at a salesman or whatever, selling a car or whatever it is. If you really think about it, most times somebody's not going to be able to sell you on something over the phone. What happens most times when, those sales collectors or salespeople call you with, whatever it is, the phone people, most times you're not even going to get somebody on the phone. And if you do, it's short lived. Nobody's really receptive to that or fully open to it. But it's different when it's kind of in person. And that's the point I'm trying to drive home. The best way you can connect with the girl is FaceTime, face to face, where you can really connect and bond. And on the flip side of that, I also wanted to add, as far as social media, I take the same step when it comes down to DMing, because DMing girls really doesn't work. It's pretty much the same type of method. Like, when it comes down to trying to get to know a girl, DMing works the same way. Every guy isn't the same, but for the most part, let me gather my thoughts, y'all. Let me stop playing. Okay. But let's say you DM a girl. There's 10 other guys that's coming the same way. Most girls hear the same things, the same process. So I just advise, instead of DMing a girl to try and, get her, whatever, bag her, get the number, go out to a social setting, hit the club, go to the mall or something where you can really kind of push up on a girl. or in school. Case in point, if somebody's in high school that's watching this video or in college, if you compare, if you were to compare approaching that same girl versus, DMing them on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, as opposed to catching them somewhere on campus and just really talking to them, you're gonna have a way higher percent chance of getting them, talking to them in person. It's all about your approach, and you gotta approach a girl in an authentic way, in a unique way that everybody else isn't doing. That's how you stand out and build a girl intrigue. So that's all I got for the day. It's just, as far as dealing with girls from the jump street trying to initiate something, try and talk to them in person. Be genuine, authentic, and instead of using social media, try and talk to girls personally, where you can really build that attraction straight off rip. And that's all I got for the day. So if this message was of any value, any help, subscribe, go look at other content, and like the video. And I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace and love.